welcome to my YouTube channel for those who are new, and a warm welcome back to those who have been to me before. Today's pick a card reading is going to be on your future self, the message from your future self. 4 groups to choose from, group 1, 2, 3 or 4. Please go down to the timestamp below once you know your group number, and that will take you directly to your reading. And please remember, you do have free choice and free will. The future is not set in concrete, that there are many variable outcomes and possibilities, and this is merely one of them if you stay in vibrational alignment. Please enjoy your reading, and I shall see you shortly. Hello, group number 1, welcome back. We have the 6 of Wands, the Tower, the 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups to start with. And the first thing I get here is that you've been feeling victorious on some level with what you would like to do. It just feels on the same token that you're starting to have, like, what I would say breakthroughs in your life in terms of wanting to achieve goals, etc. And you're feeling a little bit like you would like to continue a little bit of the luck that comes in, because sometimes what can happen is that when we have the Tower, it's saying that we're needing to restructure a little bit of what doesn't serve our growth or is out of vibrational alignment for us, or what isn't meant to be because it may be not quite the right path for you. But it just feels like your future self is trying to say, I feel like you've got this, you can do this, but you may need to be open and flexible to maybe having to change some things or tweak some things here. It feels like there's a building period coming into your life with the 4 of Pentacles here, that you're trying to build something to get tangible results from. So it's like a structure of some type. So whether that's a physical structure or an emotional structure or like a work situation, that sort of thing, or relationship. It can be as well. It feels like there's going to be a lot of collaborations and choices in that too. I feel like for sometimes with group number 1, there might be something to do with loving music. I don't know why, but I feel like these feel like the singing bowls that I'm seeing. So to help you stay in, say, vibrational alignment here, perhaps sound or music might be something that you resonate with here as well. It feels like you're trying to really ground your life and build something in your life to get tangible results, which it feels like you can do this, you've got this. The future self is just saying on some level here, you can achieve what you'd like to achieve, but you will need to definitely be really flexible and patient, because you'll need to rebuild something in your life or restructure it. As well. And I think that group number 1 would really love a relationship too. And I feel like in the past, it feels like there's either been lots of opportunities or choices here, but not almost being a little bit like, oh, which one do I pick? Am I going to pick the right one? I don't want to pick the wrong one, kind of thing here. I do feel like that there's opportunities coming in for you with your goals and your dreams and in love. It says here, it feels like group number 1 want it all, and they can definitely have it all. But on the same token, it just feels like you're just needing to sort of build one thing at one time, slowly but surely, to get the tangible results here. Let's have a look. Yeah, wow. So it feels like your future self is saying, just be patient, that if there's been any learning curves in that, remember it's as big or as little as what you make of it, not to give up your dreams, not to give up on what you want, because I really feel like it's coming into fruition here. It feels like you'll get those tangible results. It's really exciting because I feel like there's a lot of success to come in, and I feel like when you're starting to feel this success here, it also feels like there's this really nice commitment or relationship or a deepening of a relationship to come in, which feels really nice as well. Feels like a lot of work, like lots of work coming in for you that I feel like you're passionate about. Not that you're having to work harder, but it just feels like that you're really passionate about what you're doing, and you don't mind putting in hours and that to get the results here, because you're really passionate about it. Have a look. I feel like if you're trying to manifest love in your life, this is just a little for those who are single YouTubers. Act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they are with you, and you will always consider them. So it just feels like for those who are wanting to manifest the love, but that it feels like your future self is trying to say to you, don't forget to visualize and create your dreams. Just because we may have a few hiccups or hurdles or restructures to go through doesn't define who you are. Not to give up on your goals, but to keep it in mind of what you want as well, because I feel like if you're building that empire, if you're wanting to build something that you're wanting success or to achieve success from, it says you don't have to do it on your own, that you can have it all, but just tackle it one thing at one time. Really, I feel like they're trying to really manifest their life in a different direction here. That feels exciting. I'll do one more. True love. Wow. So this is a once in a lifetime love. So for group number one, I feel like maybe what they're restructuring in their life is also a little bit about making room in their life for love, because it feels like they've been really busy, maybe with their work or their career. And it feels like this is all very possible, that true love is coming for you. Let me have a look. I feel like they're passionate, feisty in a really loving way, funny, strong, protective, very loyal, extremely loyal. So again, in the past, if you've had any hiccups here with feeling like there's been a lack of loyalty in relationships, and that this feels like that this person comes in, your future self is saying that you've still got the best to come. Just because you may have felt the tower now doesn't mean that that's just restructuring, say, what you no longer serves your growth, or clearly wasn't on the right path with, that you can then manifest what you really like. And this person is definitely a keeper, because I really feel like they're a true love. There's a lot of passion and drive, and a really strong connection, like a really strong connection with this person here as well. So all the best, group number one. Sending you hugs. Thank you. Welcome back, group number two. The first thing that Spirit and your future self is saying is, don't let self-doubt or the frustrating talk or the concerns talk you out of your really great idea that you have here that can actually lead you to success. Your future self is saying here, you've got this good news going to be coming quite soon with an idea that you have and something that you're really passionate about. And I actually think this is both work and relationship for group number two. And it feels really exciting. There's opportunities for growth and development. I feel like you've already built a lot of foundation here that you're building on, and it feels like a lot of you might be sort of wanting to sort of feel like you're being seen or heard more, maybe in the public eye here, I feel. So your future self is definitely saying, hang in there, stay positive, turn those frowns upside down, because I feel like if there is any like little minor delays or setbacks here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end of a great idea or the end of a situation. It just simply means it might be rescheduled or postponed, but it just feels so super exciting that you've got that you're able to express yourself freely. Good news is definitely coming. There's just something about this card that really is very drawn for me about being sort of seen or heard more, but it's definitely something I would say largely connected to being in the public eye here as well for those too. And it's a very strong sort of, it can be sometimes a Gemini card or an earth sign card here too. So it's very interesting. I just feel your future self is saying all the work, all the effort, everything that you've done up to date is now starting to pay off. But don't let one little incident that might be needing to be postponed or having to be tweaked on some level for you to sort of go into that self-doubt here. I think you're learning to combat maybe the concerns or the fears that sometimes you have with maybe being seen or heard or wanting to be seen in a certain light. It feels like you're not going to worry so much in terms of maybe how people see you, that you'll just be your gorgeous, authentic self, and people will love that about you as well. Let's have a look. Younger people are coming in here. That's the first feeling I get for group number 2, younger energy or younger people. Lots of communication coming in as well. It feels like they've really worked very hard on, say, a craft or something that they've done with their goals here, whether it's study or some other sort of vocation that they've been working towards, and it feels like it really is going to start to pay off now. Group number 2, I would say there's a sensitivity with them that I feel like they can really utilize and maximize with what they do. I feel like some of these people could also maybe having an interest in acting or being seen more, being in a creative way with their work, or getting noticed more. Definitely being more in the public eye here as well. It feels really, really exciting. I'm going to get one more. Not 2 more fell out, so I'll do that. Yeah. Wow, look at all these pages in that here. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more on social media for you, and a lot more connections for you. It feels like if you're wanting to be seen and heard more, it feels like you're broadening something here. It feels with the people that and how you connect with, whether it's companies or people or whatever it is that you're trying to connect with or being seen or heard more with here. It does feel like there's going to be a bit of a buzz here, I'd say, about being talked about in a really lovely way in relation to what you're doing with maybe one of your goals here and ideas. And I think it's going to really make you feel very validated and worthy and feeling like you're being heard here as well. There is a connection here with something to do with whatever project you're working on or doing with your work, that it's going to somehow create other opportunities, or what you're going to be heard or seen with isn't just, say, necessarily going to be national. It feels more international here, that it's got those sort of prospects here as well. I also feel like there might be collaborations or something with younger people here as well. Feels really exciting. Let's have a look at, I'll do the first one that popped out for future self. Okay, so it says here, actions speak loudly, express your thoughts through your actions. So it's saying I almost want to feel like now's the time to express, now's the time not to hold back, now's the time to move forward with the ideas and let this self-doubt go and surrender, because that's the old version of you. The new version of you it feels like there's a lot more confidence, and it feels like you're with the right sort of group of people now that are actually going to be supportive and listen to you and give you great suggestions and are going to help you with something here. And they will... Okay. So it says here, you won't be afraid to ask for help. What you do, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So I'm going to say maybe group number 2 people have been a little bit like not wanting to sort of bother people with putting their hand up and needing support, but they're starting to realize now that because there are shifts coming in for their energy field, their future self and higher self is saying that there is support coming in and it's okay. I think for some reason they've not had a lot of support in the past, or for whatever reason, maybe they're now in a better position to be able to be more open and receptive to it. So it's saying don't be afraid to ask for support and help with these ideas, because I feel like you've got the right soul tribe with you to give you that support and encouragement. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. So it just feels like for group number 2, I actually felt like a relationship coming in here, and I feel like that person will be very tactile and will want to be huggy, feely, touchy, and it just feels like they've been working on these goals and that for so long that maybe they've haven't had someone in their life for a little while. So it could mean something like allowing to make the room for them to come into your life too, but also to really enjoy that connection. It just feels like you're going to flourish, have a really lovely relationship with the person who loves to listen to you. They're really proud of you. They're very much confident within their own self. So it feels like they're not sort of broken. They don't need to be fixed at all. They're just someone that I feel like is a really loving type of soul that will be emotionally available for you to have a really beautiful, loving relationship here. So your future self is saying you're about to do a 360-degree turnaround in your life. Don't let the self-doubt stop you from moving forward, because you've got these wonderful opportunities to come in, and there is also a loving relationship for you too. Oh my God, group number 2, all the best. Sending you hugs. Thank you. Welcome back, group number 3. The very first thing your higher self is telling my spirit guides here, or spirit, is that you do have a voice and it will be heard. Don't be afraid to speak your voice here. Of course, always coming from love, or speaking your voice out of love, or coming from love. It just feels like group number 3 feel that they're not feeling as empowered as what they would normally like to feel, and that they're trying to learn lessons here in regards to what I would say here with their personal strength, or their inner strength to some degree. It feels like they feel a little bit bound or restricted on some level. But if we look at this card, the bounds on this card are quite loose, and they could actually take the blindfold off with their hands up and start to see maybe a different perception. So it could be that there's something here in your life that you're perceiving it a certain way, and your higher self is saying to just surrender perceptions or concerns or worries here that feels like it's trapping you on some level, to free your thoughts up a little more, to free your vibration up a little more, sometimes connecting to some joy or trying to raise your vibration, and that can actually help you on that level. It just feels like they've had something that they feel like they're not quite in control of here, and they're trying to gain control. Now, the outcome here, which is the Strength card, is saying, your higher self is saying, for some reason, I think group number 3 may have had quite a few lifetimes where maybe they've been burnt at the stake, or been thought of as a witch or something, and they're a little bit they come with a little bit of resistance with communicating and how they truly feel, or telling people how they feel without fearing that sort of feeling of like being not persecuted, but just feeling like they're not doing the right thing by that other person, so they worry a lot. It's just saying here that it's a cycle in your life that I feel like the gifts here for you is that you're learning to speak your truth, to be your authentic self, and to step into your power. Once you step into your power, man or woman, there is no stopping you, because you found the internal strength here, and it's actually quite a beautiful thing. It just feels like there's a little bit to go through here in terms of letting go of what doesn't serve your growth and figuring out why you're feeling a little bit overburdened, and maybe that we're just needing a little bit of taking one of those sticks away. They're burdened with sticks in the other deck, in terms of so that you can feel like you can manage things more. It just feels like you're learning to manage in a way of where maybe it's a little bit more mindful for you, so that you're feeling like you're putting yourself back on track. Because at the moment, group number 3 feels like they're just all in their head and not in their heart. So we need you to get back more into your heart space here as well. I actually feel like there's just major lessons here, on a soul and karmic lesson. And I really feel like this is an opportunity for you to get the wisdom of it and to really shine once you reconnect. It's like you're reconnecting with yourself, your divine purpose, who you really are, as a soul. And I feel like you're going to be really pleasantly surprised, because I actually feel like there's this beautiful strength here that's saying that you'll find the courage here to maybe look at the shadow side of the self here, or going through the dark night of the soul and delving in really deeply to transform and heal and rejuvenate part of your life that really no longer serves your growth, so that you can move forward and do this amazing soul purpose that you have here. Kind of feels like group number 3 will eventually end up maybe sticking up for people's rights on some level here as well. And it also feels like your future self is saying that what you're going through is a lesson, it's temporary, and to understand that it's a big one with you, but it doesn't feel like it's a permanent thing either. It just feels like you're just needing to wrap yourself up a little bit in kindness and in love and in gentleness as well, because I feel like you are going to be finding the strength within yourself here to move forward. You're a lot stronger than what you think, group number 3. And look at this, all upright, which is really great. So for those who felt like maybe that their security might have been threatened, or that they're feeling like on some level that the rug's been pulled out from under them and they're not sure of, they want some sort of stability. I feel like it's coming in for you. You've actually got the beautiful 10 of Pentacles. So there's a helping hand coming in for you here. For some of those, there might be either doing something with the home environment, or putting your energies, changing the energies in the home. So whether those who like to smudge or burn sage or oils, or maybe they like to use sound as clearing vibrations, but it feels like what you're doing here is that you're shifting something in your home environment. There's something to do with meditations that would help with group number 3. And it feels like, because this is the same card, but that's upside down and this is right way up. Once you tap into your personal strength here, your higher self is saying, and your future self is saying, it feels like you've got this. There's going to be security and abundance come into your life. And also you're going to be a person that no one's going to mess with, because you're going to find that voice and you're going to say it as it is, and you're going to all come from love. And it just feels like a really wonderful, empowering thing that for you to achieve and do. It feels like there's success coming in for you here. It just feels like you're just sort of at the tail end of the dark night of the soul. It feels like that vibration, or maybe Saturn that has transcended your chart, where it sometimes feels a bit like there's been restrictions for further better understanding as well. I definitely feel like when you find your voice, there will not be any stopping you whatsoever. I feel like you just move forward and you create this amazing lifestyle for yourself that you just didn't feel like was possible. Let's have a look. I actually feel like group number 3 have got a beautiful story to tell. Like they might be the ones inspiring others, saying, this happened to me, and it's like sort of inspiring people about your life and your stories and that, and then that actually inevitably helps others as well. Something about like learning to raise your vibration and sharing beautiful wisdom and knowledge, and that you really have. You have a lot of gifts here. It feels like for group number 3, if they feel like they've been off the path, it says here, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. So it just feels like you might be needing to, if there's something that hasn't worked out and it's sort of doing the head in a little bit here, it just feels like get back into that heart space in a nice quiet space and just start to gently reflect a little bit. I feel like once you do something that you remember what you found joy in the past, and that could be as simple as walking the dog, playing your favorite music while you cook. It could be reading some favorite quotes that you like. It can be talking to a friend. It just feels like you're just getting back to your lifestyle, about tapping back into some of that joy, which feels really good. That's going to help you with this shift. And for group number 3, for those who said that love wasn't possible, it is. You've actually also got the true love card. So this is a once in a lifetime love coming in. So once you become once you heal these lessons here, it feels like you tap back into your personal strength and you find your power, your personal power. I feel like no one's going to mess with you. I feel like you're going to be really inspirational and really successful. And I feel like for those who felt like maybe love wasn't possible, it's saying everything is possible here, because you've got another opportunity to come in here with love. So your higher self and your future self is saying, the reason why you're going through this is so that you can let go of what doesn't serve your growth, so you can step fully into your power and be the most amazing soul that's going to help others. That's what I have for you, group number 3. I'm sending you lots of hugs and love for a soothing transitional period in your life. All the best, and I hopefully will see you soon again. Hello, group number 4. Welcome back. We have the hyphen upside down, justice upside down, 3 of swords upright, 10 of swords upright, and the 6 of pentacles. Holy moly, it feels like there's a lot going on for group number 4. Your future self, I think the first thing is saying to you is that you've got choices and decisions here to make, but because it's inverted, I feel like when you're not maybe making the choices, you're choosing to stay maybe in a situation that feels like it's causing a little bit of disappointment or frustration for you. It feels like I'm just feeling like this person is yelling and screaming out saying, hear me. So I'm going to say, I feel like you may be doing something that you're not really wanting to do and it's frustrating you, or you're feeling like you're being heard a little bit here. So I'm getting that sense here that group number 4 might be learning a little bit about boundaries, or having stronger boundaries in their life, with that 6 of Pens here, which is about, the give and the take, say in a friendship or relationship, or it can sometimes mean a helping hand as well, like sort of financially. So it just says here for group number 4, your future self is saying there is going to be help to come in, but it feels like that there's this time and period of where you may need to just find a place of where you can sit and be still and soothe the mind or rest the mind a little bit if there's been concerns and worries here. There is help coming, but it feels like just to be open, I'm going to say open to being receptive in the how. You might be trying different avenues to get some sort of support here, and it feels like the support will come in. But as I said, different being flexible with what you're learning at the moment, and just moving forward gently as well. There is a sense of feeling like that you're not sure on maybe the direction of where you want to go, and I'm just going to get a little bit more advice and just see. Yep. it feels like maybe the emotions are running away with you a little bit and you're trying to just sort of manage that and frustrations. Let's have a look. A lot came out, so we'll... Yeah, nice. Feels like group number 4 might have either had a separation here, and it might have felt like maybe not fair, and your soul and your higher self is saying we need to gently move forward and grieve and let things go in a loving way, but it just feels here that that there's been a little bit of resistance. So I feel like when you're ready, I feel like once you let go, once you work through maybe these amazing soul lessons here, because it's a great opportunity here for you to have great understanding of yourself. It feels like there's that little bit of the dark night of the soul coming through here too, and that's just feeling like it's just I think with group number 4, it feels like maybe that they get disappointed, or they have felt like disappointed. But the good news is that with this card, you've actually looking at like the new dawn, which is pending, which means that the worst of what you've gone through is over and you're just processing it now more. And it feels like you're putting things into a different perspective. And once you do, you're going to be quite happy to move forward in a direction of where you're feeling maybe more centered, more grounded, which is exciting. More fun coming in. There's going to be new opportunities coming in. There's actually work prospects, different work prospects for some too, which is coming in. And I'll just quickly see what these ones are. Tapping into your personal strength, lots of communications. It's like a 360-degree turnaround here. Feeling more respected, feeling like you're a part of the community, not feeling isolated, and feeling like things are sort of becoming fairer again, I would say, in your life here. So it just feels like you're letting go of an old pattern or program or cycle here, and transforming it, and feeling once you move forward, once you're happy to let go, it feels like and surrender, it feels like you've got these amazing opportunities to come into your life where you're feeling more invigorated and higher energy and more energy, and your future self is saying that there's direction, or a different direction for you, a different path for you, but there might be that you're sort of staying in an old cycle, feeling like that's the only option you have, or being a little worried about moving forward from it. And even though you don't like the cycle, it feels it's just saying that something has sort of either not worked or it hasn't been working, but you will be moving in a different direction once you're more open and receptive, which you are working on. And it feels like there's more joy and laughter to come in here. I'm going to say groups of people coming in here will be significant for you, or with you as well. Just have a look. Okay, act as if your partner is here. So I feel like for group number 4, if this has been a little bit of, say, heartache or frustrations around a disappointment in love, I feel like the new person will come in. That's going to be very joyful. But if you're trying to manifest them, it's like maybe start to visualize the qualities and how it made you feel when you were happy in relationships, and just imagine like they're already there, coming in as well, which is really nice. It's like manifesting something here. Spend duality time together and talk to each other. So the person that I feel like will come in for you, your future self, is saying to me, will be someone who's going to be very tentative, will really enjoy spending time with you. Expect your hand to be held, because I feel like there's something about holding hands. There's a few smoochies here as well. But this feels like the opposite to what you've had in the past. And this person is very strong, connected to themselves. Let's have a look. They get you, they understand you, they'll understand your quirky sense of humor, which they will love. And I feel like group number 4 just need to feel that love of themselves and being kind to themselves, being kind to themselves and to others, but also to have that kindness with how they express themselves or through their words as well. It just feels like there's a phase finishing in your life, group number 4, and it feels like on some level, when you're happy to let go and surrender and start a new phase in your life here, it just has that sense that there's so much more to your life. It's just maybe where you're feeling at the moment. It feels like you're smack bang in the middle. But I feel like on some level, the worst is over. You've got the new dawn pending. You've got a new horizon to explore. You've got a lot more in your life to explore, which will be a lot more exciting as well. It might be through a friend that you actually meet this other love interest as well. And there's also going to be a really lovely renewed sense of like having fun. It's almost like I want to say that the person could be fun. And when I say childlike, they're mature, but they're fun. They're not afraid to have a little bit of a giggle or a laugh at themselves and be just fun. There's a sense of fun and joy that I feel like may have been missing just for a little bit while you've been going through this process here. And once you're shifting it, it's like I feel like once you've made this shift, it feels like you've got the wisdom of that lesson. You don't repeat the cycle again. That's what I have for you, group number 4. All the best, and sending you lots of hugs as well.